Hi, welcome to your Sparkling Soul yoga practice today. This is a practice about 20 minutes, 19, for people with lower disc bulges. So we are not going to be seated today. We're going to start lying down on our back. It's also we will avoid any deep twists, and we will also avoid any forward folds. But always remembering, I'm not a medical professional. Please listen to your doctor. Please check with your doctor if yoga is okay for you. And on the suggestion of one of my clients, she would like a yoga practice to help her manage her lower back, her pain or her discomfort. So we'll start by lying down on your yoga mat, arriving in this space, drawing yourself away from your day, connecting to your body, connecting to your breath, taking this time out to nurture and support your health and your well-being. Take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out your mouth. And again, inhale, maybe this time taking your arms over your head. Exhale, bringing those arms alongside the body. One more time. Inhale, arms over your head. And then pausing for the exhale, maybe this time pointing your toes, creating length in the spine. Fingertips as far away from your toes as possible. Inhale here. On an exhale, drawing your left knee in towards your chest, interlacing fingers around your left shin or the back of your left thigh. And then inhale, extend left leg long, arms above your head. On an exhale, drawing your right knee in towards your chest. Always remembering to practice with kindness, honoring and respecting your body where it is at in this moment. Inhale, extend right leg long, arms above your head. And then on an exhale, bringing those arms alongside your body and walking those feet into about hip distance apart. You might be able to feel your heels with the tips of your fingers. Gently press into your feet, lifting your hips up, bridge pose. Knees are in line with your hips. Inner thighs are activated or active. And then if you would like, you're welcome to draw those shoulder blades in a little bit closer towards each other. Hands press into the earth. Take another breath. Exhale, lowering those hips all the way down to the earth. And then heel toeing your feet out to the outside edges of your mat. Arms in line with your shoulders. Gently letting your knees fall to one side. Moving those knees through center and over to the other side. Bringing those knees back through to center and letting those knees find each other, coming into constructive rest. Maybe resting hand on chest, hand on belly. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. And then bringing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees fall out wide, changing the placement of your hands. And then drawing those knees together, drawing those knees in towards your chest and wrapping your arms around your legs, drawing those thighs a little bit closer to your belly, squeezing everything in. Take a breath in. And then either rolling over onto your side, coming into tabletop pose, or you might like to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine a couple of times, maybe 3, which I know is a few. And then making your way into tabletop pose in any way that works best. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tops of your feet can be flat to the floor or toes can be tucked. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine into cat. And again, inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Untuck your toes. Bring your big toes together. Take your knees out a little bit wider. Sitting your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Take a breath in through the length of your spine. Exhale, side out. Always knowing that child's pose is an option for you throughout the practice if any of the poses don't feel right in your body today, or any other restorative pose that works best. Maybe crawling those hands out a little bit further, activating those fingers on the mat, maybe arms lift off your mat, creating length in your spine. Take another breath. And then walking your hands over to your left on the exhale. Take a breath. Side out. Walking your hands through center and over to the other side. Take a breath in. Side out. Walking your hands back through to center, drawing yourself up into tabletop pose, drawing those knees together, tucking your toes, extending your left leg out behind you, drawing those toes back, engaging your leg, engaging your core, so drawing that belly button towards your spine. Head is in line with your neck, shoulders. So meaning that we're not up here, we're not down here. We're trying to keep it in line with our spine, and then either staying here or maybe taking right arm out in line with your right ear. Once again, building up strength, creating flexibility, creating length and space. One more cycle of breath. And then placing that right hand back down on your mat. Left leg comes over to the right hand side of your body. Look over your right shoulder towards your left toes. Taking that right leg all the way out in line with your right hip. Left toes are tucked. Sit your hips back towards your heel. Making sure there's a micro bend in your left leg, so we're not locking out your knee joint. One more cycle of breath. Then drawing yourself back up into tabletop pose, coming back in, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine. Coming back into a neutral tabletop. See if I can use or descriptive language to explain how your head is in line with your spine by extending your right leg out behind you. Smiling, extra credit. Drawing those toes back towards your face, engaging your core. Maybe drawing that chin just a little bit in towards your chest, creating length in the back of your neck, knowing that our spine goes from our tailbone all the way up, reaching towards our head. And then either staying here or taking left arm out in line with your left ear. Placing that left hand back down on your mat, take that right leg over to the left hand side of the body. Look over your left shoulder towards your right toes. Bring that right leg all the way out in line with your right hip. Left toes are tucked. Seat your hips back towards your heel, child's pose. Drawing yourself all the way back up. You're back in tabletop pose. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Or always knowing that you can stay in tabletop pose or bring your forearms down onto your mat if this doesn't work in your body. Take another breath, maybe pedaling out your legs, checking in that your heels are behind your toes, that your fingers are in line with each other. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lifting your hips up. And again, inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lifting your hips up. One more time, inhale, come forward into plank. Knees come down to the earth, bending your elbows, coming all the way down. Untuck your toes, press into your hands. Inhale, cobra. Lowering yourself all the way down to the earth. 2 more times. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lowering down. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Tucking your toes, pushing yourself up onto your knees. Lifting your knees up, plank. Lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Pedaling out those legs. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Walking your feet towards the top of your mat. Feet are about hip distance apart, hands, and then coming to the top of your mat, coming into a halfway lift. Hands can rest on your shins, crown of the head, maybe I'll come this way, is lengthening away from your tailbone. So we're staying here, pausing, engaging the backs of your legs, engaging your core. And then taking those arms out in line with your shoulders. Staying here, or maybe taking them out in line with your ears. Bringing those hands and arms in line with your shoulders, and then slowly rising to stand, fingertips touch. And then exhale, hands to heart. Half sun salutation, moderate or moderated for your lower back. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, folding forward halfway. Bringing those arms out in line with your shoulders, and then out in in line with your ears, taking those arms in line with your shoulders, and then standing all the way back, arms towards the sky. Hands come to heart center. And again, inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, arms out in line with your shoulders. Exhale, arms out beside you. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, arms in line with your ears. Exhale, arms in line with your shoulders. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace your fingers, push your palms away, chin draws towards your chest. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center to the other side. Inhale through center. Draw those elbows wide, opening up your chest and your throat. And then interlace your hands behind your back, maybe chin towards the sky. Releasing those hands, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace those fingers, push those palms away, chin draws towards your chest. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center to the other side. Inhale through center. Draw those elbows wide. Interlace your hands behind your back. Releasing those hands. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Taking a moment to check in with the body. Take a breath in. Side out. Take a moment in gratitude to yourself for showing up today, setting aside this time for your health and your well-being. And until I see you again, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart, from my heart to yours. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that practice. Please let me know if that was supportive for you, if you have any other suggestions for classes, and I will see you again soon.